Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janine, if you've never been here before. Thank you so much for taking some time out to get back in touch with your inner wisdom and setting some time aside as well to think about this next month ahead, because that's exactly what this video here is about. It's about you and this next cycle of life, this next time period. So this video here is going to be for all you fire signs, focusing on what this next month of March is going to be about for you. So if you are a sun, moon, or rising Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Now, if you don't know what the rest of your chart has, like if you only know your sun sign, that's fine. You don't have to know it. But I do find that knowing your rising sign particularly is really helpful, because often sometimes your sun sign is not the most poignant information, but takes what serves you, leave the rest. We're going to be looking at a couple different areas of your life. I'm going to be pulling from 3 different decks. This is going to be a longer reading than my previous videos, and I think I'm going to stick with this format for the rest of my readings for the next couple. If you have any feedback, any comments, please leave them below. I love to hear your thoughts. Please like, subscribe, share this video. This is really what feels more intuitive for me, and I think this will bring a lot more useful information for you to work with. But as always, never try to force a message. Take what serves you, leave the rest. This is a general reading. It's much more specific because it's specific to the signs, but this will not be what everyone needs to hear. That's exactly why I also want to encourage you to look up your sun, moon, and rising signs. But because it's a general reading, this might not be meant for every single person that's listening to this. So if it feels like it's relevant, take it in. If it doesn't feel like it's relevant, leave it aside. Take what serves you and leave the rest. So before we get into the reading, I want you to take a moment to just ground down your energy so that you're more open to hearing what's meant for you, and as well more open to hearing the things that might be a little difficult to hear. So take a moment to just settle the energy, close your eyes, soften. Relax the face. Welcoming in your guides, your spirits, any ascended masters, any energies that walk with you in this path, so that you might be open to hearing the wisdom that has brought you to this moment. Alrighty, fire signs. So we're looking at what are the big themes for you in the month of March, and we're looking at across the board. So in terms of career, in terms of money, in terms of family, love life. What are the big themes for you Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, sun, moon, or rising? What can you be expecting in the month of March? And these are the things you might not be expecting as well, but then you know something's coming. For some of us, we are kind of have a hunch of what's coming, but we're not quite sure of exactly. So let's see what's coming for. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's another. Anything else, Spirit, for our fire signs in the month of March? Oh, it's quite a few there. It's too many. Can I get less cards, please? Anything else for our fire signs in the month of March? Alrighty, just a few more now. Anything else? Oh, we got one more now. One more. Oh, 2 more. Okay, perfect. So let's see what we have here. Oh, those are side. No, Those aren't right side up. Okay, just one more spirit for the month of March for our fire signs. Okay, perfect, thank you. Alrighty, so for all of those who have that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this March month in this Pisces season, this is going to be a time of reconnecting to your own wisdom, reconnecting to yourself, reconnecting to who you are, and this might require you to withdraw a bit of your energy, refueling, connecting to a bit of the watery element within you. Even though you are a fire sign, you might have been in the past running that fire a little too high, and you might need a little cooling off. You might need a little time withdrawing from too much emotional stimulation. You might need a little time of pulling back, taking time for yourself, being in nature, doing things that nourish you and fill you up. So if you have a lot of watery element people around you, this might be time of spending time with them, perhaps. So if you have a partner that is a lot of Cancer energy, it might be time to spend with them. But generally, this is a time of being around less people or feeding less of others' emotional needs. So it's not a time of being on the phone for 5 hours with someone and talking about the dramas in their life, or offering to do lots of things for other people, or being someone's bridesmaid, or just helping other people a lot emotionally. This is not going to be a time when that's going to be something that you're capable of doing, because this is a time of really taking care of your own emotions. There's some sort of space within yourself that is going to be required to be addressed. I'm seeing here as well with the third eye chakra card, this is going to be a time of connecting to some inner wisdom. There's something within you that wants to be heard. There's some intelligence within you that wants to be reconnected to. So you might be noticing signs in the month of March. You might be noticing a lot of synchronicities. You might be connecting to psychic abilities. This might be a good time to do a candle meditation that helps to decalcify the pineal gland, as well as detoxifying your body. March, and especially March, is the beginning, or the end rather, of the zodiac. Pisces is the last zodiac in the calendar, and it is a time of detoxification before you begin the calendar year again. So this might be a good time for you to detoxify the body, to open up that pineal gland, therefore opening up the third eye chakra. But especially because you need to withdraw and restore yourself. You need to be filling up your own cup. So this is eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, not eating a lot of processed foods, maybe limiting your animal meats, animal products consumption, exercising, sweating as much as you can, but in a very balanced way, drinking a lot of water, basically flushing your system out in a very thoughtful way that feels authentic for you, not in a way that you've been told you're supposed to do, but a way that's very mindful and attentive to your needs. March is also going to be a time of sacrifice here with the this major arcana card here. This is going to be a time of you letting go of things, putting aside things that don't serve you. As well here with the Eight of Cups, this is definitely a time of releasing any relationships that don't serve you. This is a time of knowing that with great change comes sacrifice. With great evolution comes the release of things that don't take you into that evolution. So this might not only be relationships, this might be habits, this might be routines, this might be a mindset. This might be how you view yourself. This might be exploring new ways in which you take on your day, new opportunities. So it might not be that you are changing everything about your life right away, but that you start to explore what are the types of things I might start to investigate that are not serving me. What are the types of ways in which I can start to ask myself, if I didn't have this thing, this person, this habit, whatever it is around, what would I be gaining? What would I be losing? There's definitely this strong energy here of questioning, of being curious, because you're not getting the outcomes that you want. I don't see March as being a month where like all the things are happening. March is not going to be a month for you where like, you know, you win the lottery and you get the job and all these things are happening. No, March is not a month of like outward success for you. It's not that it's going to be a bad month, but that's not what March is about. March is not going to be about, you know, getting the goal and reaching for the thing. March is for you about really prioritizing what is my life really characterized by? Who are the people in my life, and are we in a really balanced relationship? What are the routines in my life, and are they things I'm doing out of habit, or are they things that I genuinely enjoy doing? March is also a month of you noticing, are there ways in which I'm being really indecisive? Am I like hemming and hawing about things? Are there things I just need to make up my mind about? The Nine of Swords in reverse is when instead of like knowing where you want to go and just not going there, you're like, I don't know what I want to do about this thing. It's about finding clarity. You really want to find clarity about something in March. There's something that you want to find some clarity about. I want to see if we can get some clarity about what it is that you need to find clarity about. Yeah, so there's some way in which you aren't feeling supported perhaps. Maybe there's some community, there's some group, there's some part of yourself that you're not sure if it's if there's strength in that community, in that group, within yourself. You're just not feeling some kind of connection. Whoa. Yeah, there's some kind of way in which you aren't feeling connected or strong in yourself, in your ability to manifest, in your ability to know yourself. I really feel like this is connected to the third chakra here. Your intuition, there's something your intuition is telling you to do. There's something that intuitively you feel that you're supposed to do, but you're not sure about making the decision to do it. There's something, and this might involve a group or some kind of community involvement. It might just be you, or maybe doing the thing reminds you just how strong your community is, or makes you feel part of a community. But there's some decision that you're hemming and hawing about, and this decision involves you really listening to your intuition, listening and believing that you have the ability to manifest a life of your own, that you have the ability to manifest your dreams, that you are a strong individual, truly supported not only by your own intelligence and your own brain, your own body, your own abilities, but a community around you, a capacity around you, a support system that goes beyond the things you can see, but a whole universe, a whole unseen intelligence that wants to drive you forward. So this is something that you need to make a decision about, and it's going to feel really fulfilling because it's going to help you connect to your third eye. There is a strong need to connect to your awareness of your intuitive capacities. There's something within you that's awakening in March, and it is about an inwards journey. It's not about the outside world. It's not about checking things off your to-do list. It's not about achieving goals. It's not about starting a new project. It's not about getting things off a bucket list. It's about going inwards and asking myself, you know, with things I want to accomplish in my life, am I currently involved in the relationships, the practices, the routines, the decisions that are going to take me there? Am I filling my own cup up? Am I treating my body right? Am I taking care of my mental health? Am I surrounding myself with new activities that feel good for me? It's like this very holistic view that you're taking in March. And it's almost like you're taking stock for a little while before you actually take any actions. I don't see you taking like crazy action right away, even though that might be your instinct. Fire elements, we want to go. I mean, I have a fire moon, so I know about that. But I see you taking stock a little while. Now, it might be the first week of March, which is like the leading up to the new moon. And then on the new moon, maybe you're setting those intentions and starting to like make some small changes bit by bit. And especially here with the Two of Pentacles, this is about making decisions. So you will eventually make some decisions in March. And whatever these decisions are, they're gonna have ramifications throughout all of your life. So the Two of Pentacles is when we make one or two decisions that have serious impact. This is when like you move, you get a new job, you get married. But this one decision, perhaps, whatever it is, it has impact in like 4 or 5 areas of your life, and it seems like the whole world changes for you. So I really see that whatever it is you're taking stock of, there's some big revelation that comes from it eventually. There's some big revelation that comes, and through this big revelation, whatever it is, maybe it's this decision that you're making, maybe it's something else. For some of you, it might be the decision. For some of you, it might be something different. Whichever resonates, you might automatically know. There's going to be a forward movement that's just going to feel like something changes. But it's not going to be something obvious, I don't think. This is possibly going to be something that's a surprise to you, especially because you have the 9 of Cups in reverse. The 9 of Cups in reverse is when our biggest wishes are not coming true. So I don't think this is going to be something obvious, especially with the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is not something that you've like had on your mind for a while, I don't think. I think this is like a new direction, because you are realizing that there are some things in your life that are not serving you. And these might be things that you've had in your life for a long time. You are awakening with the third eye opening to a whole new realization. My fire signs here. Your flame is burning even brighter, and maybe with a new fuel source, if you want to think about it this way. And with the 5 of Cups in reverse here, this is when there's some kind of emotional healing that we're resisting perhaps. So instead of embracing the emotional loss, we're not. We're like holding tight. We're feeling cold. So I think a lot of this is going to be about embracing the emotional side of yourself, the watery side of yourself. And perhaps in dimming your flame slightly at one point, it's going to find an ability to blaze even more brightly and in a different way. It will be a different type of flame. That by dimming slightly, you have a chance to burn with a renewed sense of fire. I want to see here what this choice, this decision might be about, this 2 of Pentacles. Is there any clarity here for this 2 of Pentacles for our fire signs? For our Leo, here we go. This one's face up. Any more clarity here for this 2 of Pentacles? Anything else for this 2 of Pentacles? So already it's definitely going to be something around your financial world, your home life, money, a new job. So whatever this decision is, whatever this movement, this choice you're going to have to make, again, there's definitely some kind of choice. And for some of you, it's going to be a choice related to your intuition and related to like some kind of feeling strong in yourself, feeling strong and connected to your community, and something you've kind of already been hemming and hawing about. On the opposite side, and this might be 2 energies I'm picking up, or maybe this is for some of you two choices you're going to have to make concurrently. This other decision you're going to have to make is going to have to be involving something that you really want to work towards, something that you really want, but it's going to happen very slowly. That seems to be happening very slowly, but it's going to pick up pace. And it's regarding your financial world, your material world, something in, maybe it's a new job, a new home, if you've been looking to get property, if there's been some kind of real estate deal, something to do with the financial and material world, definitely something physical. So I see here that you'll be given this opportunity to choose something, and it's going to somehow move you ahead in life. It's going to move you somewhere, and it's going to be somewhere that you want to go. It's going to be somewhere but it's going to be unexpected. Whereas in this case, this is something that you've already had on your mind. You've already been like, I'm not sure about. Whereas this opportunity is going to seem to come out of nowhere. You are going to be so blindsided by this. You are going to not have any clue. You're just going to be like, whoa, this seems to just drop out of the sky. Yeah, this is what I'm getting for you here. Okay, let's see here if there's, from the angel cards. Yeah, this is a lot of taking stock, a lot of seeing what choices you have to make. But I don't see any of this being anything too rushed. Yeah, what was I telling you here about this awakening? So you've gotten this awakening card here. You're opening your third eye and you're awakening to a whole new reality. A lot in your life is going to be changing, but partly how it's changing is because your perspective is changing. You are awakening to seeing your world in a new way. You're seeing your relationships in a new way. You're seeing your habits, your routines, you're seeing small things in a new way. I really think you're going to start to be seeing signs, synchronicities. You're going to be starting to hear or even notice, wow, that word someone said to me in a conversation just 10 minutes ago, that word someone said to me in a conversation 2 hours ago. You're going to start to be picking up these synchronicities, and synchronicities are confirmation. This is spirit talking to you. It's your guides talking to you. Notice these words. Maybe this is a word that is how you want to feel in life. Maybe this is a word that's encouraging you a project or an idea or an inspiration. You are awakening to something. Some of you might have musical talent. Music might be a way of healing for you. Notice if music is a way your guides speak to you. If you just turn on the radio or you turn on your Spotify or your Apple Music, whatever you use, and the first song that you play, you listen to the words and the words seem to be speaking to you, or you're in an exercise class of some sort and all of a sudden you pay attention to the words without realizing, and it seems like the words are speaking about your life. Music is somehow communicating to you in some way of healing or some way of messaging to you through the divine. So paying attention to music, as well as seeing the beautiful things in life. There's some way you might be a particularly beautiful person, and this is what's attracting people to you right now, for you to notice the people that you need in your life are coming to you through your beauty. But I'm getting here a lot of stars, and I really feel like they keep popping out to me. There might be something here about divine. There's somehow a relevance here. You might be a life path number 5. You're going through some big change. You're going through a huge transformation, and it's making you seem more beautiful. Your vibration is changing, so you're appearing more beautiful to people, because beauty is not just a physical experience. You vibrate. You have pheromones. These are things we cannot see, but these are what attract people to us. You are literally going to start to appear more beautiful because you are starting to take more care of how you feel, how you act. You're not just moving through the life, going here, doing that. You're not just doing things you think you're supposed to. You're actually trying to take stock of, wait a minute, like, what am I actually doing with my life? March is a lot about you taking stock, and you're going to start to appear much more beautiful to people because you are taking more care of yourself, and you are trying to ask yourself, am I living a beautiful life? Am I living the life I want to live? And looking for the beauty in your life. This is going to be a big theme for you. People are going to start to notice you're going through this glow up, this change. And the people that don't are not the people that are meant to be with you in this lifetime. Yeah, this is huge for you. All my fire signs, you're going through a huge shift. And anything you can do to connect to yourself is going to be really important, because this is a big time of rebirth for you, of healing, of, again, this awakening. And that's what I kept getting before, that you're not here to like be here for everyone else this moment in time, because you're really here to be for yourself. You're really here to open up to what your needs are, and not that you're being cold or selfish. You're being aware of your own emotional needs and how there's a season in a lifetime, a season and a reason for things. And right now you're in the season of, I have to give to myself, and I'm not particularly here to give to everyone else. So I want to see if this last deck here has any wisdom for us, for our Leos, Sagittarius, or Aries, our fire signs. Because so far you've got a lot of, I really feel like you're going to need to support yourself with a variety of things here. So this is going to be really interesting here because you've got the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is where we connect to what we like and what we don't like. So part of this awakening is by getting in tune with what do you want to do, what do you enjoy? Not what you've been doing, not what you've been told you should do, but what do you actually enjoy? What gets you passionate? What gets your fire lit? Because the sacral chakra comes right before the fire element. So this is your water. Just like I was saying before, this is time for you to get a little bit more watery, get into your emotions. This is a time for you to ask yourself, what makes me feel good? What makes me excited? What makes me cry? What makes me sad? What makes me happy? What makes me feel sexy? What makes me feel lustful? What makes me feel greedy? Like all of the emotions. What are the things that put me in those spaces so that you know which one do I want to lean towards? Because if you only know what one thing is, you don't have perspective. This is a time of getting perspective. The sacral chakra is also about creativity. This is a time when we get creative. Again, we got music before, beauty. This is a time to use creativity as a way of healing, as a way of tapping into yourself and knowing who you are. The sacral chakra is all about knowing who you are. If you don't know who you are, how can you express yourself? How can you express the truth within you? Sacral chakra allows you to balance the throat chakra. It's super important. And then there's a huge theme here as well of having faith. If you don't have faith that there's a point to all of this, so that you're here for a reason, then there's no reason for you to be asking these questions. So it's really important here that we got the faith card, which is all about believing that you have support, which is believing that, again, here with this decision is connected to support. I was mentioning before, this decision that you have to make, that you're hemming and hawing about, is somehow connected to believing that you are supported by a community, that you are supported also by yourself, the divine within you. There's some way in which you have to connect to being faithful in yourself, faithful in the world, having faith that and hope that there's a point to all of this, and that you're not alone, that ultimately you are never alone. Faith is so key here. Faith is huge. And we also here have relationships and responsibility. The relationships I've been talking about a lot here, I really think there are relationships in your life that are not good for you right now. To get the Hangman card and the Eight of Cups is really saying that it's possible that there are some relationships in your life that are just not serving you. And not to say that these people are malicious, not to say that they are intentionally hanging around because they know they're not serving you, but that everyone goes through evolutions. Some people come into our life to serve a certain purpose, and perhaps there are people that have come into your life and the purpose that they have served is over. And perhaps the purpose that you have served in their life is over. And as you're evolving now, you need new types of energies, that the things you need from people are different now, and these people cannot serve those needs. There's something that you need, and the people in your life right now are not able to provide those needs. So this is about really being able to be in relationships with people that you can be intimate, that you can be trusting, that you can have this freedom to really express who you are. And you're getting into the process of starting to understand, who is this new version of myself? Like, who do I really want to be when I'm honest? And if you can't do that in the relationships you're in right now, these relationships either need to evolve or they need to go. They need to either be reshaped or excused. There's something about your relationships that is really key here. And finally, we have the responsibility card. As a fire sign, responsibility and discipline and feeling reliable is something that you're probably good and bad at. As an earth sign, that would be like pretty spot on, but as a fire sign, that can be like a 50-50. But there's something here about knowing that you have a responsibility to do something in this planet. And sometimes as a fire sign, we can be quick to just like go without thinking about it. But again, the cards here, the theme in March is taking stock and remembering there's something that you have a true responsibility to do, to slow down for a second and not rush into things, which can be the kind of default of a fire sign. But to slow down and think for a second that there's a responsibility you have in this lifetime. There's a dharma, as they would say in yoga, a soul purpose that your soul has come here to do. And if you're not fulfilling that responsibility, your soul is literally in pain. Your psyche will be in pain if it doesn't feel that it's doing what it's meant here to do. And so you might be experiencing anxiety, depression, some other kind of mental ill, which yes, can be the result of other situations in this physical world, but can definitely also be a result of not walking our truth, of doing things that we don't believe in, of doing things that we don't feel connected to or passionate about, or we just know, I'm not supposed to be doing this. This is not why God put me on this earth. This is not why my soul came here. My soul didn't come here for this. I did not come into this body because we chose this body. We chose this family. Our soul chose this healing journey to be on. And you have a responsibility. You literally have a responsibility to plant some seed, to grow some path. And it's your job to figure out what it is and live it with determination and willpower. And this is part of what your march is about, taking stock, asking yourself, am I living my truth? And if I'm not, how do I get closer to that? This is going to be a really big month for you, fire signs, and I'm wishing you so much love and patience, because I know it's going to be a little difficult, but there's so much goodness in it, because I know you're going to be getting so much confirmation with this third eye open. So many beautiful signs are going to be coming to you, and you are going to be awakening and attracting so much love and so much lightness, and so many people are going to be seeing you and being like, wow, you are changing so much, like you're glowing, because you are going to be connecting to your truth, and your soul tribe is going to be drawing more towards you, because you're going to be vibrating on the frequency that attracts them. I'm so excited for you. If you have any comments, any questions, please drop comments below. I cannot wait to connect with you guys in April and see and hear what's happening for you guys then. Until then, thank you so much. Have a great March.